Yo dudes and dudettes, your friendly neighbor Jaxblade here, and this isn't the main video for the week. I'm actually editing one of my bigger videos right now, but I've had a copyright issue with this video I've had for a while now, so I've been going back and forth with people, and it just started to annoy me that they're like not listening. So I re-edited the clip, so they took it out, and now I'm re-uploading it. So people who've been with me for a while, you remember when I used to upload all those top 10, so you know my top 10 favorite animes, top 10 favorite heroes that make you fit, top 10 heroes that kill, because I freaking hate heroes. They're just like, if I kill you, I'm no better than you. Yes, such BS. And yeah, I love this one. This is just my top 10 favorite anime series of all time. So for people who've already, seen it, then yeah, you don't have to watch this or something like that. But if people new here, you can check it out. These are my top 10. And yes, I have seen new ones since then. So like Gravity Falls, Star vs. Force of Evil, Steven Universe, Loud House. I love all those shows, but these shows are personally my top 10. I can go back, rewatch from beginning to end all the time. But yeah, I made this last year, I think like in May or March or something like that. I don't remember. But I hope you enjoy it, and I hope we have some stuff in common.
Number 10, Kim Possible, the kick-ass smartass with a badass. Kim Possible was such a great show. Great dialogue, amazing characters, great villains, and such an entertaining show. I love strong women who kick ass, and Kim is no slouch. Where their sidekick to boyfriend, Ron Unstoppable, their naked mole rat, their smart guy friend, and a list of pun-name villains that would make the Crypt Keeper keel over. This show had it all and was so good that after its series finale movie, they actually came back for a final season, which gave great closure. I've rewatched this show all the way through at least 7 times in my life. I think that's about the same time I've watched Digimon, and I always catch something that makes me love it even more. Booyah! Check it out. Number 9, Invaders. This is without a doubt one of the funniest cartoons I've ever seen. There are episodes I was legitimately afraid I was going to die of asphyxiation from, because this show is hysterical. The show follows Zim, an alien sent to Earth as banishment, but he thinks he's being sent there to conquer it. He's accompanied by his dopey robot sidekick Gur, and is constantly antagonized by Dib, a wannabe paranormal investigator. It used to come on Nickelodeon back on the day with its Ren and Stimpy dark comedy humor. It actually got cancelled and then briefly came back to Nicktoons, where replays sometimes occur, but not all the time. There are some episodes that are generally disturbing, and then there are others that play on the weirdness factor of all the characters. My personal favorite episode of the series is The Sad Tale of Chickenfoot, because you see how mental this show can go. Want to get abs like me? Watch this show every day and laugh them on, because this show is a gem. Number 8. Teen Titans. Teenagers whooping ass with attitude, sign me up. This show is one of my biggest influences. You already know how many times I say booyah in a day. Cyborg is the reason for that. I'm sorry, Ron Unstoppable. Cyborg does it better. And this show is so great. Starfire is so adorably lovable. I had a massive crush on her in middle school, and the Titans have such great chemistry. It really showed that while battling evil can be stressful, realizing you're a superhero and a teenager would be such an amazing time. Some episodes were really wacky and out there, and others were dark and serious. It really hit all the right tropes for an enjoyable show, and it's such a shame it's been replaced with that BS Go. The original is still amazing and definitely worth the watch for any comic book fan. Number 7, Samurai Jack. This is not a show. This is art. 98% of this series was incredible, like awe-inspiring. Following Jack on his quest to defeat Aku, we saw him finally face all these burdens and many challenges along the way. Gendy really has a way of showing you action and getting an amazing story across. Also, the fact he trains gets me giddy as well, one of the reasons I made an entire workout just for him. This show still holds up, and it's making a comeback in 2016. Definitely worth the watch. Number 6, the Powerpuff Girls, saving the world before bedtime. I remember when I first saw this show on What a Cartoon, where Fuzzy Lumpkin made the meat ray, and I should have known I was going to love it when Bubbles beat the hell out of him. Which is to say, I found great admiration for the show with the 3 super triplet girls, which is to say that the 3 identical sisters of thrice birth with metagene abilities, which is to say that... Sorry about that. This show hit every mark you look for in quality shows. It's funny, it has serious moments, it's entertaining, and you might learn a thing or two. I know for a fact the meditation episode helped me with my rage. There's a new show out now, and it's honestly kinda meh, but at least we have the classic to go back to anytime. Number 5, Star Wars Clone Wars. If you've seen the 2008 Clone Wars but not the 2003 Clone Wars, you need to remedy that right away. This is exactly what the prequels should have been. Created by Genndy Karakovsky with a style similar to the Amazing Samurai Jack show he also worked on, it tells the story of what really happened during the Clone Wars. We're introduced to characters we've seen actually battling in the war, and you see how these Jedi are the top dogs of the universe. It delves into Anakin's descent to the dark side with his piling aggression after every battle. Are you mad that Samuel L. Jackson didn't get respect with it? Watch this series. There are entire episodes dedicated to Jedi you didn't think much of. Remember that fish guy who got killed by Palpy? He was actually a pretty cool character. Remember Grievous being a coughing weakling overcompensating? In this show, you really learned why he was feared by Jedi. I'm serious. I watched this back in 2003 when it first came out, and I had no idea who Grievous was at the time. Just this badass robot. But then knowing he was leading up to being Revenge of the Sith, I was ecstatic. But he was weakened in the movie, and if you watch the show, you know why. This is a phenomenal watch for any animation fan, and I highly suggest it. Number 4, Hey Arnold. Shout out to all my fellow 90s kids. Hey Arnold still holds up. You can rewatch it on the Splat, but where other 90s cartoons kind of make you go, what the hell was I into as a kid? This show has relatable stories that anyone can appreciate. They have episodes on body positivity, sacrificing something you really want to help out those less fortunate, dealing with the pain of loss, and many mature themes we really didn't realize as kids. Some of the episodes are kind of terrifying. There was one episode that gave me nightmares for a few weeks after I saw it as a kid. It was a Ghost Bride episode where Arnold and the gang hear the story of a woman whose husband cheated on her with her sister. And so she chops him up with an axe and throws birdseed on the bodies when the cops arrive, all while whistling the wedding theme, before jumping out a window to commit suicide. Yeah, this show didn't talk down to kids. It kept it real and told you about life. In a way, it's kind of our modern day Charlie Brown with the realism of its stories. It's making a comeback this year with a new movie, so I honestly can't wait to see the football head and his friends again. Number 3. Young Justice. I already made an entire video on this amazing series and how it could possibly be coming back for a season 3. Personally, I loved it for many reasons, story being a big one, but mainly the designs of the characters. Well, a few. They look friggin' badass and technical in this show. Hell, Sportsmaster, one of the lamest villains ever, became like a Jason Voorhees after years of martial arts training and became seriously imposing to the characters. To repeat, this show has some of the best animated stories you'll ever see with your favorite DC heroes, though season 2 had its ups and downs. It's still a phenomenal show that was cancelled too soon. Number 2, Avatar: The Last Airbender / Legend of Korra. What can I say about these two shows that everyone else hasn't already said to death? You want stellar storytelling, incredible lovable characters, amazing animation, superb voice acting, and choreography that would make the raid blush? These shows are just downright gems. Even when they have bad episodes, they are like 7 out of 10 because everything else is so good. The Avatar series started 11 years ago, and all signs of love to it still flourish across the internet. They've even released comics continuing the adventures of Team Avatar 1 and 2, and they're pretty amazing. Honestly, don't need to say much on this why it's on my list. It's earned its place as one of the most best, incredible animated series in history, and you can rewatch it after this. Like, seriously, go rewatch it after this. It's one of the best damn shows ever. I'm serious. What the fuck are you testing me? Go watch it. And here's an honorary mention. MLP Fim.
Boy, get that crap out of my face. Now, I've already gone on record stating I may not be as huge a fan of this show like I used to be back in 2011 and 2012, and I have a whole video on that you can check out right here. But honestly, I can rewatch every episode of the first season and just feel joy, nostalgia, and just remember all the good times of like meeting my friends for the first time who've grown their own YouTube channels, and we're still boys to this day. And I'm not ashamed at all to admit that, yeah, I still enjoy this show. Hell, this show, while it's kind of cheating to read on list because some of the later seasons aren't as great as the first season, that's why I put it honorary mention, because the first season to me still has like this good nostalgic quality and just fun to watch. And season 4 had the T-Rex fight. And that fight puts most Dragon Ball Super fights to shame. I don't give a damn. Like, if you want to see a great fight, go look up Twilight vs. T-Rex after this, okay? I'm serious. Go look that stuff up. That is one of the dopest fights ever, and that came out of an MLP cartoon. So go check it. So yeah, I have no shame admitting MLP is one of my top 10 on this list. So check it out.
Number 1, Spectacular Spider-Man, the best Spider-Man show ever made. Fuck that BS Ultimate Drake Bell. If you haven't seen this show, you need to go watch it right now. I mean, I'm a 90s kid and grew up with the Spider-Man Taz, but this show completely blows Taz out the water. At first, I didn't think I'd like it because of the character designs, but that flew out the window after episode 1. This show blends the Ultimate Spider-Man comic universe with the 616 universe and is phenomenal. Spidey is perfectly voiced by Josh Keaton, and his co-stars do a phenomenal job. Sadly, like a few others on this list, it got canceled in 2009 after Disney picked it up with the rights from Marvel and decided to make their own Spider-Man show. And while I admit it looks good, it only has 2 gold nuggets in its 70-episode run plus shit. One of the main reasons I love this show so much is because they got Eddie Brock perfect. Venom, who is my favorite comic book character, while I love the character, I always thought it would have been cooler if Venom and Spidey had a closer relationship to make the hatred even more personal. And the Ultimate Universe got that right, but look at him. Does he even lift? The Eddie was a perfect blend. He was muscular like the 616, but young and like a brother to Peter. And it's sad to see the relationship fall apart due to misunderstandings that could have been solved if Pete let Eddie know what was going on beforehand. That's one of the main reasons I wanted the show to continue, to see them rekindle their brotherhood and take on Carnage, who actually had a brief cameo in one of the episodes. The ending to the show was also a cliffhanger, so it left you craving more, but it's still a phenomenal show and my favorite show of all time, and I highly suggest it if you're a Spider-Man fan.
So tell me in the comments below, what are your top 10 favorite animated series of all time? Not anime, animated, like cartoon. And like that, thank you for watching. And I'm sorry that I had to re-upload this, but you know, copyright is being, you know, sucky this days or whatever. It's just horrible. But like I always say, keep calm, booyah on, don't forget, momentai. Have a great day. May the 4th be with you. Hell yeah, Star Wars Day.